I'd have to keep scooting it your way.
We're starting the stream.
Okay.
Are we going to be audioed?
I think we'll be audioed. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going? I'm pretty sure we're going already.
You want me to look?
Let me pull up our chat.
You can pull up the chat there? Because
I
that's
can
would
pull
be
up
amazing.
chat. Yep, right here.
Holy cow.
Okay. I'm going to put the chat right here. Whoa.
Oh my.
Are we live, though?
This is so professional.
Right? Yeah, we should be live.
And we're just
Do
talking.
you want to go on
I'm on our channel.
on our channel? Okay.
Where do I...
Oh,
here
Eric
we
says
are.
hi. There he is. Eric
Oh,
says
wow.
But we're not
Look
doing the
at that.
countdown.
No, we didn't do the countdown because we already started.
Okay, go ahead and hit the first
All right,
thing.
here we go.
Did you hit it?
Yep.
There we go. Everybody sing along.
Oh,
Yeah!
Welcome
back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
Wow.
Hold
We
on.
are
And
back.
we even got that stupid beep in there.
That was the
My
best.
gosh.
Let's go.
What the
I
heck
am
is
texting
going on?
everybody right now to say we are live.
Yes.
We are live.
We are
I
live.
think I
Okay.
missed a couple awards somewhere for
That's
later.
all right.
We'll get there when we
get
get there.
We will make it up if we
All right.
don't have it.
Let me
And
know.
All right, are you guys ready to welcome?
Here we go. Welcome to
to
the
the
FVFFS.
No.
What?
No.
What's
We are
wrong?
no longer the longest acronym of all time.
Okay, well, what are we
We
then?
live in a new modern world. We are the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show. That's it.
Oh!
FVFFS. But
Okay.
Okay, you
All right,
ready?
let's do it. Here we
Fox,
go.
okay.
Well,
Here
we're
we go.
just going to do Fox Valley
FV.
No initials.
Oh, just saying it.
Just say it.
Okay,
Here we go.
all right.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show. Wow,
like
how
it.
much easier is that?
I like it.
Life
That's
is
nice.
My
much
goodness.
better.
Okay.
All right.
Hold
so,
on, before we get going, I have a special presentation
Oh, we
to
do.
make.
Look at that.
Right here.
What is that?
This is for you. Do you have that thing I told
For
you
me?
to have? Yeah.
What thing?
Where's the box cutter?
Oh, hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. I gotta go
Hold
over.
on.
You got a thing? Is it
Uh,
over here?
Yeah, there's one in my drawer over there.
I'm
The other
gonna-
one I left in the youth room because I forgot it in my pocket. Probably a
John
bad
is
idea
gonna-
Yeah, don't leave knives.
to leave a
in the
knife in the
Yeah.
youth room. Hang on,
Say
brute
that.
strength.
Okay,
Come
he
on,
got
come
it.
on.
He
Say
just
that on live
he just
stream.
ripped
Brute
it
strength.
open. He's got it.
Yikes! He's the Hulk.
Oh, yo, let's go. We got
Oh no!
It's Thanos.
Holy
So
cow!
here's the backstory. Number one, I think we should probably
Hang on.
put this
First-
little cap on your water bottle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
First, we need to make sure. Can you guys hear us okay? Comment. Can you hear us okay?
Nobody's
There's
commenting.
a funny thing
They
from
can't
Eric.
hear us.
We have our chat feed going right in front of us here. So if you can hear us okay, leave a comment. We want to know everything works. If there's no comments, I'm scared that it's not working.
I'm going to play this.
Okay, look at this. Oh, it sounds great. All right, turn it off before we get feedback. Look at this.
We're not going to get feedback.
Okay, holy cow, man!
All right.
We got
So,
Thanos with the
Here's
glove.
the thing. I don't know if you remember. Early last season,
Okay.
Going
I
right.
had a Darth Vader that I was going to present to the show.
Yes.
And I asked Pastor Daniel, who's the biggest, baddest man in the universe, and he doesn't say Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He says stinking
It
Thanos.
says Thanos. Yeah.
Here's the other thing. The actual Thanos has been gone for years.
Really? It's
Yeah.
probably thousands
So
of dollars.
That's
to
what it
find
was.
one.
I
Yeah.
buy it for $1,000, or we didn't have one, but then
Yeah.
I found one, and
Wow.
I remembered, and it
Nice.
came after the season was over.
That's awesome.
So that stupid box has been sitting at my house since I can't remember when.
That is
since
unbelievable.
January or something.
That
I don't
is
know when it
unbelievable.
is.
Okay.
Well, hey, I mean,
So Thanos
That's
is
awesome.
here. Put
we're
Thanos over
developing.
there so we can see him. 'cause
We're
you're gonna knock him
developing
down.
quite a collection
I'll put 'em
of
right
these
here.
little
And
bobblehead
we
guys.
do not suggest you use any
Right.
kind of thing like this.
Right. Do not use
On YouTube.
box cutters on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Good to
let's
know.
get to the quick
What are we doing?
question.
Let me get to the right screen. Boom. Here it is. Here it is.
It's thinking.
There it is.
Hey! Hey, look at the new graphics we have going on here. So
Fantastic.
there's no more TV screens back here that you can't see.
I love it.
You can actually see stuff in there.
I mean, we're not going to know what to do with all this show. I mean, this is like.
well,
this
first
is
of
the
all,
real deal.
hold on a second. Mute it for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Mute
This is
everything.
the real
we'll
deal.
Come back. Here's the thing, though. We have to give credit where credit is
Of course.
due. This was all my idea.
Of course it was.
It was.
No.
But I didn't do anything to make it
Okay.
happen.
Yes.
Pastor Daniel did all of the work to make the live show happen.
Thank you.
All the graphics,
Thank you.
he did all the tech. So we've given him a promotion on the show.
Okay.
He's no longer just the co-host.
You didn't run this by me.
I don't have to. He is now the official, what did you say, the CIO, the Chief Information Officer?
He is. Wow.
Which
Congratulations.
makes him in charge of everything IT oriented.
Congratulations.
So
CIO of the show.
And it comes with a percentage increase in pay.
Okay.
We're upping your pay from last season 500% of
Wow.
what we paid you last year.
Wow.
That means if we make 1 penny off of this show on YouTube,
you get 1/500th of it.
Yes.
That's how the math
My
works.
goodness, that's
All
impressive.
right, bring the music
That's
back up. It's
impressive.
back to the
All
quick
right, here we
question.
go.
You can put that all the way
It's
up.
coming.
Is it because you want to see?
Yeah, because I want to see. what's
Okay.
Yeah,
going
it's
on
hard
there.
to see.
All right,
There we go.
here is tonight's quick question, and everybody in the chat or in the group text can answer. It's week 1. Some won, some lost. I think all 3 of us won, didn't we?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
High five.
Nice
High five.
work.
There you
We
go.
did
There
it.
you go.
We did it.
But week 1, this is specifically for you.
Okay.
What do you hate about your team already?
I'm so glad you asked that question.
Specifically for
Because
You can answer it too.
Daniel,
I'll answer too.
all right, you want to go first?
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'll go
go
first.
for it.
All right.
All right.
While
Thing I
you're
hate-
talking, this episode is partially sponsored by Sweet Tarts. And wait.
Okay.
Amy Griesbach gave this to me and a nice note, so thank you, Amy. Chris
Wow.
responded. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this while you guys
And
gibber
we
jabber.
are in the new studio.
We are.
Sponsored by Manser Boat Tours.
There we go.
So congratulations,
Manser Boat
we
Tours.
got
Would
the
you
new
like some
studio.
Sweet Tarts?
I
love
would.
them.
You want just one?
Just a couple.
Okay, I don't know how many are gonna.
Okay, that's
oh,
good.
there you
Yeah.
go.
All right. What I hate most about my team? Absolutely nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Rocks.
Whoa,
They rock.
that stinks.
So,
They're fantastic. Chris says you can hear us loud and clear. Randy says hi. Hi, Randy.
Randall,
so
we did it. We're live.
what is your favorite part then?
Favorite part? All right. Drafted Tua. Got
Oh,
him in a
these
steal.
Sweet Tarts are amazing.
They were great.
You drafted Tua?
I drafted
Yeah.
Tua for the youth league.
I was not sure
Oh,
about
for the
that.
youth league.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Turned out well.
Fantastic.
Hold on. We got to make an announcement. You what is it when you get relegated
He's-
in the Premier League?
He's
but
been promoted.
you've been promoted to the men's league,
Mhm.
even though you didn't play well in the youth league
Yep.
last year.
Mm-hmm.
So you drafted
Perfect.
2 in the youth league. That's what you like about the
Yeah,
youth league team.
that's what I like most. You know, I would have to have my team in front of me to remember.
Yeah,
But I got guys that I like, and guys that are good.
good.
That
Good.
doesn't happen
Because
often.
last year, you drafted guys that you liked that were no good,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Good work.
I was really-
Well, here's the deal for me, is that I was very excited that
this would lead into quick question
Travis,
number 2.
Travis Kelce, okay,
Fell to you in
came
the first
back
round.
came back to me, and I was like, hey, this is fantastic. I've got myself Diggs and Kelce, and this is a great start. Very excited. Came back around. Everybody drafted wide receivers, which I wasn't expecting given our history in this league.
Given your history.
And I'm very disappointed that I drafted Jonathan Taylor right before he got hurt. And for that, I primarily blame John because we drafted too early. And so
Too
next
early.
year we're
He
going to
wasn't.
draft.
He was injured well before
No,
then. He hadn't
no.
been signed.
He had not been noted for the PUP
He had been
yet.
holding out. He hadn't showed up to camp.
It's irrelevant. I blame John for that. And so in week
It is
one,
relevant.
in
You
week
blaming
one,
me is irrelevant.
in week
I
one,
don't
2
care.
of my 4 first picks were not playing, which
Yep.
is rough.
I'll tell you what I hate about my youth league team.
Okay,
I have to share it with Aaron.
Okay.
that
But
hurts.
let's go back to what you
Yeah,
said
it
about Jonathan Taylor. Because in the men's league, you two made the trade.
Yes.
We did.
Before the season started, you traded for Jonathan Taylor. So because the youth trade like maniacs,
Yeah.
and the men's league nobody trades at all, this was a good trade. I approved it immediately, even though you guys didn't tell me you were making a trade.
Yeah.
You gotta text me. If you're gonna make a trade, text me so I can
Yeah.
approve it.
Okay.
Hold up. We have orange boxes around our faces.
Okay,
Let me start.
Aaron, how did
Let me
the
see if this works.
how did the trade begin? Walk us through the trade.
So, that's a good question, and
I got a
It's-
green one.
it's something that we should discuss for the men's league because how does it work? How do you make it happen? What we looked at
That's better.
is
That
I
took care
looked
of
at the
it?
fact that the way I drafted my team was I was going to rely on Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris, and then draft a bunch of wide receivers and come back to some backup running backs that might be good later in the season. Once Jonathan Taylor went out, my team was not able to wait 4 or 5 weeks for Jonathan Taylor to come back. So I looked through the league and found out how many people had 3 decent running backs that they might be willing to trade me one of them, their third best running back, so that they could wait out Jonathan Taylor, and I could then have at least
So
a
you
starter.
reached out to Pastor
Yes.
Daniel.
Because I made a great draft and you didn't.
Yep, and
Who
Daniel
were your
had
running backs?
I don't even remember who I had.
Well, you
I
traded Walker to
Yeah,
him.
I don't
Who are your
remember.
starters?
My starters in the men's league were. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Where's my phone's right
Hold
there?
on, I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
pull it
Whatever.
up. Pull it up. They're good though.
The point is, Kenneth Walker was your third one. He was in your flex.
Yep.
And so I asked, I would be willing to take
Is this
a...
you?
Oh, it's
No.
It's Derrick Henry and
Jameer Gibbs.
So
Yeah.
I was willing to take a lesser running back for Jonathan Taylor
Yep.
to give me a few extra weeks of playtime, and he was willing to take the
What is
upside.
that about? Is that
For
appropriate?
CD, it's absolutely appropriate for the men's league.
So
We're getting
that's how you do trades. You look and you see
So
who
what
might
was
be...
it? Why did you trade to get Jonathan Taylor when you knew he'd be out at least 4 weeks?
I don't need him for 4 weeks. Clearly. Sorry,
We'll get to
Jason.
that later.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
All
let's
right.
move on to the stud and the busts.
So
Woo!
who do we got first? First is Stud,
Stud.
right? Stud is first.
And who's doing this?
I have the stud. Yes.
So you're doing this segment?
That's correct. Me and Daniel have this segment.
I'm glad you guys
Yeah.
noted that
Yeah.
in the script.
We did when we were talking about it last night.
That's
Yeah.
not
And
what
so-
happens. We actually have scripts so we know what we're doing.
For the stud of the week, how could it be anybody? How could it
For
be
sure.
anybody? How could it be anybody other than Tyreek Hill?
I love the
46
sweet
points, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. 46 points. One of the best weeks we've seen in fantasy football in a long time. And our friend Randall
I'm eating these because I've been
had him in the men's league.
Yeah, that's funny.
Randy drafted him with his first pick. Huge for Randy. Great pick. And in the youth league, it's Isaac Gerlitz, the newbie to the league,
Yeah.
winds up with Tyreek Hill. So
Didn't
big
help him
week
out
for
at all,
that.
but,
Yeah, it didn't
you know.
help him overall, but he had it.
And then the bust.
He gave you the bust and he took the stud. Is
Yeah.
that what happened?
There it is.
Did you hear something?
There it is. Every time. All right. There were plenty
I
of
thought I might wreck
busts
the
to go
table
around
that
this
time.
week.
There were a lot of busts.
There were a lot. Let's see. So we decided to go with T. Higgins.
Yeah.
0 points, 0 catches.
Yep.
Did he have
Second
any
round
targets?
pick.
I
Third round
I
pick?
think he had 8 targets and no catches, which was what was so
Well, the
disappointing.
whole
even worse.
Cincinnati
Yeah.
were a bust.
Yeah.
The whole Bengal offense was a
Um,
bust.
Jason had him in the men's league. Part of the reason I won this week. Brody had him in the youth league.
Yep.
Sorry, Brody. But
Yeah.
we had a couple honorary mentions too. We figured we'd put Rodgers in there.
Yeah.
You're
Aaron
welcome,
Rodgers.
Nathan. Yeah.
Bust
Yeah.
is
This is the
accused.
question I asked Randy yesterday. Sorry. Is it okay that I was a little bit happy that he got injured? Now, I don't want anybody to be hurt,
Yeah.
but him not playing for the Jets,
Yeah.
it made
You
me feel a
know,
little bit
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I watched the game out of curiosity to see how.
Good.
he
I
would
watched
do.
the whole game. Did you see
All
the
the
overtime?
time.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I did. Nathan had Rodgers in the men's league. No one had him in the youth league. And then Drake London, we got to
That's
mention
correct.
too.
Yeah,
Honorable
he was-
mention. Another
He
big
was,
0.
Yeah, rough.
You had him.
I
in the
had
men's
him
league.
obviously in the men's
Who had him in
league.
the youth league? I don't even have that written
I
down.
don't remember. Doesn't
Had
matter.
who?
I don't remember. Drake London.
I don't know.
Is it Evan?
Might be.
I don't know. Evan likes Drake London.
I'll look it up.
All righty.
All right. What are we
On
getting
to the youth league. Let's do this. The first set of matchups,
We're not-
and we're doing the caboose and the juggernaut, right? So
We got to know these.
the caboose in the youth league this week. Tristan, congratulations on getting the caboose.
It's the log whistle too.
I was
This is the
choosing
best.
to ignore it because
I was gonna make sure I brought
it's
it up.
one of the more irritating drops that we have.
It's the
but
best one
Tristan-
because it's irritating to
Tristan
you.
gets the caboose in the youth league. He had only 74 points.
Wow.
He had quite some rough starts from many of
Brody.
his players,
Brody
and
and Drake
we were
London,
able to
okay.
get the win. So very interesting. that Tristan is the caboose. Juggernaut, though, was a person named Daniel for this week.
Get the Juggernaut. We don't have Juggernaut, but we can have Thanos.
Yes.
We'll be Thanos this week.
Daniel was the big bad Thanos this week.
Yeah, good job.
With
Thank you.
I
put
let's
him there,
see where
but
you
can't
are
see
there.
him.
Thing.
How much did you
We
have?
could use the big chicken for the caboose.
Big chicken.
Where was your total points? 100 and
For who? For who?
147 points,
147,
right?
yes.
And he
Thank you.
beats Eric by 2 points in that matchup. So
Five.
you'll talk more
In the
about
youth
that.
league?
Talk more about that in a minute. But
Yep.
congratulations to Daniel for being the juggernaut.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we are getting to this week's The Fastest 3 Minutes.
147.
147, yep, to 142, that's right.
Fastest 3 minutes.
Fastest 3 minutes,
Let's
here we
do
go.
this.
First of all, we have
Starting now.
the champ, King of the Hill, Tristan, dukes it out with the worst of the league last year, Aaron and PJ.
Yes.
The Wild
Hey,
Stallions.
we weren't the
Wi-
worst.
This is the fastest 3 minutes.
No, we would have
the
drafted
Wild
first.
No, I drafted first
We
because I won
lost.
the losers.
We
league.
lost the losers bracket.
You
We didn't
did.
draft second, did we?
We drafted 4th.
I don't know. Anyway, the
Never
Wild
mind.
Stallions. I don't know what that is.
Wild Stallions.
I don't know either. Why
didn't
that
even
You've
is.
not
spell it.
seen
You
Bill and
spelled it
Ted's
weird.
Excellent Adventure?
You know how long it's been? I have no
You
idea.
know how long
what
this
that
fastest
was
3
You
from.
minutes
gotta
is gonna
know.
be if you don't shut
it's
up?
Josh Allen, Josh Stallion, Wild Stallions. We're Bill and Ted. I'm
Any-
Ted. You're
anyway,
Bill.
Back to the fastest
Back to the
3
fastest
minutes.
3
It's
minutes.
30 seconds in already, you guys. You guys are so
Yeah.
slow.
The
It's-
king,
John is slow.
Tristan, dropped the Duke
Yeah.
with
Yes.
74 points. Swift, McLaurin, Saquon all in single digits this
Mm-hmm.
week. John and Aaron roll over Tristan, 123 points, led by Austin
We
Eckler
leveled
this
out
week.
that hill.
Level out the hill. Next up, I Love Lucky Charms Brody versus the newcomer Isaac Gerlitz, who has yet to name his team.
Yes, correct.
Name your team, Isaac. Horrible performance from the Bengals this week. Higgins for Brody's team, Burrow and Mixon from Isaac's
Hold
team.
on. Brody just texted in the
What did he
group
say?
chat that wide receiver core is what he hates about the most because he
Good.
had Higgins
Good.
Yeah.
and London both.
Yes.
He would have done fine, but yeah.
But his receivers
Anyway.
are horrible.
Anyway,
I love Lucky Charms too, by the way.
this was really a kind of boring match because the Bengals didn't do anything, but them boys' defense,
Yeah. Woo!
35 points
My
for Brody's
goodness.
defense.
Yeah.
Gave him the win over Isaac only by 5 points,
Halfway
112
through
to
your time
107.
allotment.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, the leaders battle. Just Greg, me, versus Belichick, yourself, Eric. Both teams showing off with a great performance this week. From Tua, for me, 35 points. Jefferson put up 25 points for me. But on the other side, Aaron Jones and Diggs both in the upper 20s for Eric, but it's Eric who should Belichick himself.
Ouch! That hurts.
He Belichicked himself. That's
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
pull out the win, 147 to 142. Next
Love it.
up, the much
You barely won
next
though.
up, yep, the much anticipated,
won.
much dreaded matchup between AB and Evan.
Yes. This was the big one.
It's gonna come
Yep.
back in the power rankings in
It
one.
is. So Evan's team, Ron DeSantis, loses Dobbins after only 11 points.
Evan,
Calvin
Ron
Ridley.
DeSantis.
Calvin Ridley did show up for his team, 25 points, but it wasn't enough for Kittlecorn, AB. Only his quarterback broke 20 points. Hang on, we gotta start that song
Yeah.
over.
You don't have it looped. You got 30
No, I don't have it
seconds
looped.
left.
All right. His quarterback broke 20 points, 13 from Mostert, 17 from Chubb, 14 from Keenan Allen. They were enough for AB.
20 seconds.
He pulls out the win, 107 to 88. Evan's losing streak of the water bet begins now.
Yes.
Finally, it's Casey versus Isaac. Shilp. Christian is my firm foundation. Great name, Casey.
Christians.
You deserve
Christians
the win.
is.
Christians is my yes. Versus I am Knuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know
You-
about
I
With a
thought you
name
would
like
know.
Casey, with a name like Casey, he deserves to win on this one. 26 from
Yep, that's
McCaffrey,
true.
22 from Pollard, 33 from Brandon Ayuk. Casey destroys Isaac, who's complaining started early this year,
That's correct.
with Lamar only putting up 6 points.
That is correct.
145 to 95 points.
And how
Only
amazing.
18 seconds over. That was pretty
And
good.
yeah, in the first 30 seconds
wanna
were dominated
say-
by you.
Well,
I just
we
wanna
were
say-
talking.
I just want to say how amazing it is that Isaac's first complaint was a few minutes into the first game of the season.
Yes.
When he first complained about.
I think Isaac was complaining during the
yeah.
draft.
Yeah, well, no, he was pretty happy with the draft, and then he hates Lamar Jackson already. So that's how it goes.
Yep.
Doesn't everybody hate Lamar Jackson
right.
when it comes to fantasy?
They really do. What's coming up next?
All right,
Go ahead and hit it.
we
It
have ourselves
is
the power rankings.
The power rankings. Things, the most official, scientifically strategized, analytical rankings of all
Shall
time.
we interrupt him incessantly like he does you
Yes,
when
we
you're
should.
trying to
You
do
can
that?
interrupt, that'll be fun for me.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about? You interrupted, go ahead.
It's
the
no
floor is
fun when
yours.
you ask.
Right.
But he keeps talking, so I'm just happy to let him talk.
I
It's
keep
fun.
talking. How
This just
hilarious
means
is
that the
that?
cool music's going on and on.
It is cool.
Coming in at the last place, number 10 in the power rankings. Last year's champion is this year's caboose. It is the king of the hill, the lowest score. And you know what? He left a lot of points on the bench. He had double digits all over the place.
Wow.
And does the former champ doesn't even show up for week 1?
I know.
What kind of
I know.
thing is that?
That's
Coming
Coming
disappointing.
in at number
That's
9
Disappointing.
is
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis himself.
Yep.
It is Evan, the second lowest score. And if DeSantis is anything like Evan's team in the polls, both he and DeSantis are going to be out soon.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not going to end well. Plus, there's too much talk between Evan and AB. We got to
Yeah.
talk about. We got to
Agreed.
filter that
Yeah,
somehow.
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because speaking of AB, coming in at 8 in the power ranking, it is Kittlecorn. He won,
Yeah.
but he's still 8th.
Yeah. That's
Because not
Yeah.
many points and
Yeah.
too much jibber jabber.
Correct. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
about to make. Anyways, we're not going to go there. Coming in at number 7, the team name that we don't understand, I Am Knuff.
Yep.
It is Isaac Shelp. 95 points!
Yeah.
I can see why he started complaining
Yeah.
early on Sunday in
it's
the
rough.
matchup.
It's rough.
You shook Sinatra's hand, Isaac. You should know better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jackson let him down. Chase let him down. Waller let him
Yeah,
down.
it
It was
was
not
rough.
a pretty sight for his team.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 6, it is Belichick yourself, Eric Holda. You know, he had the 3rd highest score, but you lost. You can't be in
Yeah.
the top half of the power
Right.
rankings if you
That's
lose,
right.
Eric.
That's
I don't care
correct.
how many points you
Well,
score.
you can. It's just only when John chooses to make it.
Coming
happen.
in at number 5 is Isaac Gerlitz. Did
Yes.
I say that right?
Yes,
I
you
don't
did.
even think I know who Isaac
No,
is.
you
Have I
haven't met him
Isaac?
yet.
You haven't
No.
met him yet?
How is he in the league that I'm co-manager of? I don't even know this
He
guy.
looks very similar to the
Is
other
he a
Isaac.
real person?
Yes.
Is he a fictitious team that you guys
No,
are
he's the
just
same
using
size
to...
as the other Isaac, and they both play on the same soccer.
Anyways, he lost, but, you know, Eric lost too, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
number
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And he's new, and I wanted to be nice.
That's
so
good. Thank
Isaac's
you.
number
I
5.
appreciate
Good
it.
job, Isaac.
Appreciate
Good
it.
job.
Coming at number 4, even though we had the worst wide receiver tandem in football, it is I Love Lucky Charms Brody. His team name, he explained to me, I didn't know that he loves Lucky Charms. I asked him at the draft.
yeah,
I said,
that-
do you love
wow.
Lucky Charms? He said, yeah, I do.
Well, okay.
And then he started to do a little Irish
Makes
jig
sense.
when he was up there,
Makes
even though
sense.
I don't think he's Irish, but
I
still.
should name my team I Love Golf.
Better than Fantasy Football Team 11.
Well, that's.
Well, you're gonna have to.
We'll talk
we're
about
gonna get
that
to
in
that
a bit.
later, yeah, because
we'll
I
get
got
to
something for that
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
But coming in at number 3, it is me and Aaron, Wild
Good
Stallions.
for you guys.
Plus, I used the Wild Stallions image from Face the Music.
I
the
didn't know
latest
what
one.
that was either, but.
It's when they're really, really old because
Yeah.
we're really, really old.
Well, and I mean, throughout the year, John will change our team name, and for the most part, I will have no idea what it means or what the
We're
picture
number
is.
3 in the power
Right.
rankings because
So-
we're 3rd highest score,
Correct.
and we crushed the champ. Coming
Yeah.
in at number 2, it is the craziest name that's good. Christians is my firm foundation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a play on words, but
But you don't need the apostrophe S. Christians, Christian is my firm foundation,
Right,
or
right,
Christians
right.
possessive
I mean-
is my firm foundation.
but
I don't know what's happening there.
I mean,
Anyways,
yeah.
good name, 2nd highest score, which means the
Yeah.
only team that we haven't talked about is just Greg
Let's
himself,
go.
Pastor
Congratulations.
Daniel. Highest score. Is this the first time ever
It
you've
is.
been at the
this
top?
is the first time ever. Yeah.
How did you get promoted to the men's league if you never even scored the highest in
Yeah.
one
I-
week
I
in the
got-
whole youth league?
I got a year older. I've been
yeah,
here long
I
enough.
mean,
You're
more
old? Is that what
maturity
you're
and-
saying?
Yeah,
but
Pastor
I'm
Daniel's
still,
old.
I'm still the youngest in the men's league.
yeah, that's true. I mean, congratulations. I was not
You are?
expecting
I am,
Daniel to
yeah.
be
How old are you?
to be
24.
number 1.
No, Judah's younger than you.
Oh, I forgot about Judah. That's right.
How long has Judah been in the men's league?
Since he started when he was in the youth because we needed another player.
I'm sorry.
I think he did, didn't he? I think Judah started maybe as a
What's
senior.
next, Aaron?
But anyway, on to the men's league matchups of the week. Here we go. What everybody has been waiting for.
Don't
Ladies
hit-
and gentlemen, in
Hey.
my right hand, I hold a copy of tonight's.
You gotta look there, not there.
I know. In
It's so hard not.
my
to
right hand, I hold a copy of tonight's Matchups and Awards. Does anybody know what that's from?
No.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right hand, I hold a copy of tonight's Top 10, David Letterman.
Well, I knew the top 10, but I didn't know when you changed
But
it.
anyway, yes. So
You can't hit the table very hard till next week and we get this figured out better.
that's fine. I can't hit the. What does that mean?
Because you're going to hit
You
the
can't
thing
hit the table.
with
The
Oh,
stuff's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fall
No,
over.
I
the
got
water
you.
bottle.
I
There's
got
all
you.
kinds
I
of
got you.
technical stuff.
All right, so John, take us away. You have the first match.
I
Daniel,
don't.
take us away. You have the first matchup.
Good
All right.
job. That's why you're
So,
not the
yes.
co-director
First
anymore.
matchup is myself, CD's nuts, me.
That I don't approve of that team name.
I mean,
I think it's great.
I loved it. I told you before what I will tell you after the show what I wanted to name my team one year, and John said no. So, but
Right.
I thought it was hilarious.
That team may not last long.
I think that's right.
The
Versus-
commissioner can remove teams
Yeah.
from the league, just so you know. Go ahead.
Well, my other team was Walker, Texas Ranger, but then I
Yes,
traded
but
away
then we
Walker.
traded away
so,
Walker. So
Yeah,
you could say the
couldn't
team
keep that.
formerly known as
Yeah.
Walker Texas
Right.
Ranger.
That's
Right.
way too long of a name. Versus the Lone Rangers. See, that didn't really work. 'Cause I think Jason copied me, though.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I did that to Judah.
Jason had a rough week. I had a great week.
Mhm.
I'm
So,
sorry, Jason. By the way, Jason did amazing in the group text. He started out so disappointed after week 1 or whatever it
I
was.
know.
He did.
Yeah.
That just emphasizes what we all
Mhm.
feel, or
Yeah.
highlights what we all
That's
feel.
how you feel.
Mhm.
So, let me fix this
That's how
award
you
real
felt
quick.
all the time last year.
Oh. Hang on. We're working on it.
Actually, we're watching you work. So you're
Okay,
working
there we
on it,
go.
we're watching. Fill
All
the
right.
time, Aaron. You're
So-
the head writer.
Well,
Tell them that we're sponsored by
No,
Coca-Cola.
so we're not sponsored by Coca-Cola.
I want you
Might
to
get
chew
in
a
trouble
sweet
for
tart and drink a Coke at the
Well,
same
I got
time.
a little bit of the dust in my throat when I was eating one, and I was going to take a drink and get it.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, do you see Perry the Platypus
Yeah.
has joined us?
Platypus.
And you'll have to-
Chucky Chicken?
Well,
Is
I
that
think
his name?
His name? I
You
think
have to
that's
bear
what
with
it
us,
is.
guys. We're working through
Let me
this.
say
We'll
here.
get things as we go through, but this is our first shot at it.
So Eric's ranting about not being in the top 5.
Well,
Listen, if
I
you
mean-
lose in the youth league, there's no way you're
Right.
going to be in the top.
plus we're harsher on the adults.
Yeah.
in the
But
youth
plus,
league than
he
we-
So-
lost to Pastor Daniel.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
rough.
mean, he's not
Right.
good.
So back to where we were at anyway.
Yeah,
So I
anyway.
won. I beat Jason 124-91. So I get the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
beat again. There you go. There we go. And,
You
and-
didn't take the octopus, so I took it.
And because of that, we got to pair it up with Jason having the.
Wonder Twin powers activate! Octopus! Form of an ice unicycle!
You were,
So
that was
weird.
your. I was giving
That was
you-
my octopus. That was my fake. That was my dead octopus.
I thought
He
you
had
got,
an arm, but
I
it
thought
was-
you got stage fright or
no.
something. You just
That was
froze.
my dead octopus.
I don't understand why.
Yeah,
why
it doesn't
So,
make sense.
why
doesn't
did you
make
get the
any
Wonder
sense.
Twins, Pastor?
I got the
Daniel?
Wonder Twins, thanks to Mike Evans and Michael Pittman.
Yes!
Michael
Come on.
Pittman. Why'd you even? It's a
I know, that's
two-receiver
weird.
league. Oh wait, this is men's league.
Men's
Yeah,
league.
okay, that
that's
makes
weird.
sense.
Yep.
He
Nobody
got you points.
He got
Nobody
me
Did you
points.
expect
He
him
got
to get
like
points?
17 points for me or something.
That was.
No, I
That
really
was
didn't.
weird. That's one of the weirdest
now-
things I think I've ever seen.
I haven't seen if Anthony Richardson's okay.
Yeah,
So
he
I don't
seemed
know.
to be okay. So
But
we'll
otherwise,
see.
it's the Gardner Minshew show.
Yeah.
Either way, he's
I'm
gonna
happy
get
with him.
targeted this
Yep.
year.
Yep.
Yep.
And Jason's Blunder Twins, Josh Allen and T. Higgins.
That was some.
We had
hard
Josh
play.
Allen in the youth
Yeah,
league is not
I mean,
good.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, what
4 turnovers.
What was he doing? If
4
you watched
turnovers.
that game, what was he doing?
I don't
he was
think
just
he knew what he was
chucking
doing.
it in between every player.
He was awful.
What was he doing?
Plus, T. Higgins.
He
Jason
ran
had
into the
0.
back of his lineman on that fumble. He almost
Did he
had
do
a
the
butt
butt
fumble.
fumble?
He almost had one.
That would be
Ridiculous.
Great.
Anyway,
All right, what's next?
Next matchup.
next matchup, it
You
is
can't
to
do it because
me
You're fine
You
it
do
now.
it.
versus.
No, you can do it.
At the
We both-
time,
You're
it
done now,
would have
so you can
been
do it.
me versus Tim Mosier, but since Tim is not in the league, it's actually versus Ben Butcher.
Everybody, welcome
And-
Ben to the league.
Welcome, Ben. And I'm going to rip on Ben because you're the owner of the team. So, for this matchup, it was myself, Fantasy Football Team 11, which is very appropriate for my team because
No, you've got to change your team
just
name now.
let me talk about my team. All
I'm
right?
going to interrupt every time
Shut
I
it.
want to.
I am talking about
You're
this
not
team.
my mom.
I will call your mom. Anyway.
She's asleep. You can call her if
Fine.
you want. She's not going to
So
answer.
my team is called Fantasy Football Team 11 because once Jonathan Taylor went out, and I was picturing sitting on the bench for 4 weeks and playing Damian Harris as my starting running back. And I looked at my wide receivers and I wasn't happy. And Travis Kelce got injured right away. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So my team didn't deserve a name. And I left it that way for week 1 because they deserved to. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Now that we pulled off a very soft win versus Ben Butcher,
Very soft.
a very soft win, I'm going to change their name to something, but it's not going to be tough. It's still going to be soft. All right? So we'll see how it goes. And because of that...
I got a new team name for you.
What?
Fantasy Football Team 6, because you're in 6th place right now.
We'll see. That might be how it is. And then, so for me, we get a new award this year for a team that won the match, but it was very soft. I get the Powder Puff Award.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Sugar. And everything nice. The
Yes!
ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl.
I love it.
The Euconium accidentally added an extra
That's
ingredient.
it.
I love it.
It's
Powder
just
Puff
there.
Girls Award. I love it. That is fantastic. So, Najee Harris posted a massive 5.3 for me. Drake London posted a 00. But Diggs had 27 and Flowers had 17, which was fantastic. Now, I'm going to pause right here and just say how irritated I am with the dumpster fire. The dumpster fire
Dumpster
that
fire?
was the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Granted, it was against the 49ers, but how much they were awful. And how do you have a receiver like Drake London on the team and not throw the ball? They threw the ball one time. That was extremely disappointing for me. And now I can honestly say that I hate Drake London as much as, not more than, as much as Julio Jones.
I thought you were going to say
I
Terry
am
McLaurin.
never drafting another Falcons receiver in all my life. This is ridiculous. Now on to Ben, who gets the caboose.
I think we should use the chicken for the caboose.
Oh, yeah.
He gets the caboose award. Now, Ben, I realize that you didn't have anything to do with this, but we're going to give it to you anyway. Because you started A.J. Dillon, Rashad White, Jerry Jeudy, who was inactive and got you 0 points, and George Kittle only scored 4.9. So, hopefully you can turn this around, make some waves in the waiver wire, make some trades, turn this around. Ben, only 80.3 points, me with 113. Good win, even though it was soft.
Next matchup.
Thank you, Pastor Daniel. Our next matchup features winning since 1855, which I dispute, Randy Ermers.
Is that as old as Randy is?
Yes.
Andy's older than 1855
Yes.
years. Versus the Goldhaven Knights and Dave Schmidt. It was the battle of the geriatrics from our league.
Well, okay.
They're both pretty old. They're both retired.
Yes, fair enough. Now that, yeah.
So when you retire next year, you can join the geriatric club.
All right.
So it was
That beat was
Randy
so
beating
irritating.
Dave 141.52
Yeah.
to Dave's 122.56, and
Yeah.
that's a respectable point, but not enough because
That's
Randy
correct.
won. So Randy gets the
This is a new one.
I got 3 words for you. You like that?
Woo!
You like that because
Hold on, let
Randy.
me rip my shirt off. No,
Right.
no, we're not going to do that.
I
Okay.
don't think anybody wants
Yeah.
to see
No,
that.
We're not going to do that.
That was so disturbing. I have to stop for a second and get composure.
Oh, I'll do it right now.
Can I explain the
Yes,
award?
you can.
Or do you want
Yeah,
to just
go
talk
ahead.
about
Go ahead
taking
and
your
explain
shirt
it.
off more?
Explain.
So Randy's team did not look well going into the matchup. There were
Yes.
things that were going poorly, but he had Tyreek Hill,
That's correct.
who was the stud of the week, who tromped all over. Plus, he lost Dobbins
Yeah.
to an Achilles injury,
Yeah.
and he still won anyway. He
Yeah.
beat Dave, who's got
Yeah.
a pretty good team. So
Mhm.
Randy was sitting in his lumpy recliner saying,
Yeah.
"You like that?
That's
you
right.
like that?" That's
I
what
love
Randy-
it.
I heard it in my house
I
from
know.
his apartment.
I love it.
Kimberly Darboy,
I love
did you
it.
hear him
I did.
yelling that?
Give it to Dave on Sunday, Randy. You like that?
And then so
that'd be
Dave gets a familiar award.
Yes.
It does.
Wow.
We may have to rename this the Dave Schmidt Award.
I know the Dave. Yeah.
Because Dave consistently has high scores,
Yes.
but loses anyway.
He would have beat 6, 7, 8, 7 teams in the league other than the one he played.
So
Yep.
Dave, I'm sorry. It's year after year. He's got a good team,
Yep.
but he keeps losing. He had the most points in a loss so far, except for Eric in the youth
Right,
league.
in the youth
Who
league.
lost to Pastor
That's
Daniel,
correct.
and that's why he's 6th in the power
Yep.
rankings.
Next matchup.
Our next matchup is, now Judah had the best team name, I think, in all the men's league. When I saw it, it was perfect. He did a deep cut, original Jurassic
Yes,
Park,
I know.
but not even anything to do with the dinosaur,
Right,
and none of
right,
the key guys.
right.
It's the guy who played Newman in
Yes.
Seinfeld.
Dotson!
Yeah.
We got Dotson here!
He's at the cafe,
Yeah.
and he uses his name. He's like, don't use my name. And he goes, Dotson, we got Dotson here. And he's got the picture of it and everything. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I changed my team name after Christian Watson got hurt to Watson. Watson, no Watson here.
Okay, I mean...
Because
hey,
he's got Dotson
yeah.
here and no
I got
Watson
it,
here.
yeah.
You like the symmetry of
Yeah,
that?
I do.
And unfortunately for my son, we're going to take a few minutes here to just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the fact that my son has a lot of conversation going on with me. He talks a lot of the time. He's always trying to challenge me in things, but he got crushed.
He likes to trash talk.
He got
Yeah.
crushed by my
Yeah.
team this week.
Yeah.
I had 137.96, 138. He had 83.28, 3.2. Wait,
My
3
goodness.
points from the caboose.
That's my
3
goodness.
points from the goose. So
Judah.
my team, I gotta pull it up. You can give me the award. My
Here we go.
You
Working
gotta
hard.
shout it with me. When we get there, on the count of 3, wherever you are, shout it out. You can't stop me. That's one of our favorite awards
know.
because we
That's
get
a
to
great
yell.
one.
Plus, I won it.
You love yelling.
I got the Working Hard award. Austin Eckler 27. Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cortland
Where did
Sutton.
he come from?
13 points.
Yeah, no kidding.
Devonta Smith,
The record for
17
him.
points. My kicker, Hopkins from Cleveland, got me 10 double
Yeah.
digits.
Yeah.
But what
Double
about
digits.
this? Dallas Cowboys, 35
My
points.
goodness.
I would have had 100 points, but they gave me 35
That was
extra points.
fortuitous, yeah.
That was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So my team was working hard. Therefore, Judah gets the...
Yeah.
He had 3 guys in double digits on his whole team. Let's cut them up. Joe Burrow, 3 points.
Yep.
Damian Pierce, 6.
Yep.
Sky Moore, 0.4
Yep.
points.
Wow. Boy.
Jahan Dotson, 9. Isaiah Likely is tight end, 1.4.
Yeah.
DJ
But
Moore
then
for the Bears,
Yeah.
4 points.
Yeah.
His kicker for the Giants,
Yeah.
who went up against Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
0 points. So Judah got 83
And
points.
let's pause
His
here
team
and
was
say,
hardly working.
How much of a dumpster fire are the wide receivers for the Chiefs? My goodness. When Travis Kelce
They
comes
all-
back for me, he is going to score 3 touchdowns and 8 passes a game. This is going to be unbelievable for Travis Kelce. So, very excited to see Kelce get back. Come on, get healthy. Get
Next
back.
matchup.
Next matchup, we are on to number 5 here. We have Christopher versus Eric Eitenbrook. Bijan Bovine versus I Am Not Dangerous.
Eric,
And
you gotta update your team name.
no, he doesn't, because he was absolutely not dangerous in this matchup. Chris was the juggernaut in the men's
He's the
league.
juggernaut.
Nothing stops me. I
Woo! Gotta get used to that camera.
You keep
Jug-
moving
I
here.
know.
The camera's not
Juggernaut
there.
for the week was Chris.
Juggernaut. Chris,
Anthony.
Hold on, Chris. I'm gonna give you some sweet tarts here. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Anyway,
This one says grit on it.
and Chris scores 164.5 points. One of the high scores we've seen in the men's league. And Anthony Richardson posts 20 points. Travis Etienne has 20 points.
Richardson should have had another 6 or
I
so.
know. Bijan Robinson scores 20. Calvin Ridley 25. And Ayuk 34. Now, I don't believe that's happening every week, but his players look like they are the main players on their team. Some good scores. While Eric posts a measly 113.3, which, would have won against, again, half the
Bueller.
league.
Oh, that came out fast.
Bueller. Bueller.
Do you
Bueller.
even know that movie?
And that was
seen it.
that was Eric calling for his team and then not responding. Left me hanging. Jalen Hurts, 12.5 points. Cam Akers, 8.9 points. He might not even be the starter moving forward, given how he looked. And Amari Pooper with 6.7 points. Ridiculous on some of his. And we have another award here, honorary
An award
for
for
Eric.
Eric.
Because Hurts was so bad, we have another award.
Charlie, that really hurt.
So, Eric, that really hurts. We know how that is when Hurts scores you 12.5 points. So there you go with the new award.
I forgot to put words in for that one.
That's all
okay.
right. They got the gist of it.
Yep.
And then the last matchup, this is kind of a bit underwhelming overall, but we come down to Eric Polda, Stevie Wonder. I'm not sure where Stevie Wonder came from.
We're wondering why his team is so bad.
Yeah,
It's
I was.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Is it?
That's
Why
that-
Wonder though?
Because he's amazing or whatever. He's wonderful or he's a
Okay, all right,
wonder.
fair enough. Stevie Wonder for Ramondre
If I gotta
Stevenson.
explain it, Team 11. Don't be
and-
critical of other team names, Team 11.
And Nathan has a very odd name, Aaron. I'm not sure why he named his team after me.
Hey, Aaron.
He described it as he was trying to poke
It's a
fun at me.
tribute team.
No, what he was trying to do is poke fun at me because he asked me before the season whether I was going to pick him in the pick'ems and the water bets, and I told him absolutely not. And he claimed that he was going to be so much better this year, and I should be picking his team every week. Well, let's see here. 113.6 for Eric, not great. 86.8 for Nathan. What kind of team was that?
It was horrible.
And so for Eric,
That's why it's a tribute to you.
exactly, Eric, he
horrible.
gets the Lucky Award.
Dang. Pegs. Lucky.
Lucky
That's
because
amazing.
he plays one of the only teams that he would have beat. And then Nathan. Nathan gets the Matt Award because that was really all his team was, is this sound.
I forgot what some of these were.
Now, here's some guys from Nathan's team. Aaron Rodgers, 0 points. Saquon Barkley, 9.3. Mike Williams, 8.5. Joe Mixon, 10.3. Javonte Williams, 9.7. Wow, that's just some mediocrity, Nathan.
That's all bad.
There was nobody who really got you that many points. And all I have to say to you, Nathan, is change that picture. Because Nathan and I have an agreement that if he wins in the water bets or I lose on the pick of water bet, he can use that photo that I hate of myself that Isaac took of me and send it to Nathan for some reason. But when he loses, he has to put a horrible picture when he was a child on there. So everybody go look at Nathan's picture once he gets it changed. And
Yeah.
I am very excited that Nathan lost for the first week of the season. That is the matchups for the men's league.
Now we're going to look at the matchups for next week, and it's our first water bet. You want to explain the rules?
And here's how the water bets are going to work this week. We are all three going to pick in each one of we are all three going to pick in each one of the matchups, and we're going to tally the scores. And the two losers, only the winner does not get wet. Everybody else will get wet with
So
just
two
one.
out of three of us are going
Correct.
to get
Two
wet.
out of three is going to
Whoever
get
does
wet,
the best
and it'll
wins.
just be the one water.
But
throw.
if there's a tie,
If there's a
There's
tie,
for first.
we all get
Everyone
it.
gets
we
wet.
all get it.
Okay,
Do you
here
have
we
any
go.
music for this?
I don't have any music
That's all
set up
right.
for this.
That music was irritating. Here we go. First matchup:
Listen to this.
Daniel versus Eric. John, who you got?
I am gonna. It says grudge match from the youth league of this week. It isn't gonna carry over. I am gonna. I don't know. Who do you want to take?
I'm taking me. I beat him last week.
Are you keeping track?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep track.
Might as well beat him again.
I'm gonna go E-Rich.
And I'm going Daniel.
against you.
All right.
Whoa!
Randy versus Tim.
You go first.
it should be Ben, not Tim.
Yeah.
Randy versus Ben.
Randy.
I am going.
Randy.
Yeah, Tyreek, I'm going Randy.
I'm going Ben.
Okay.
Skullgotha.
Better make some changes, Ben.
Okay. Judah versus Aaron.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking Aaron.
Daniel?
Who are you taking? You want to root for your son?
I'll go Judah.
Okay.
I crushed him, now I can support him. Who are you going to
Judah's
take?
team is hopeless. I'm going Aaron.
Oh, no.
And I just want to say, Judah, that there's a little bit of after we got done with the trade, I sent out a couple of trade offers, and then he saw that we had made the trade.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I hope that Kenneth Walker breaks his ankle and is out for the season.
Wow. What a
How
Christian
rude,
thing to
Judah.
say.
How rude. All right, John versus Dave.
I'm going Dave.
I'm going Dave.
I'll go you.
Thank you
Oh,
very much.
wow.
I
Okay.
thank you for believing in me,
All
because
right.
I don't believe in my team.
Nathan versus Chris.
Oh, I'm going Chris.
Josh.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris was a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Shout out, Chris, if you're still there watching
And the last
later.
matchup, Eric Eitenbrook versus Jason Lone.
This is like a near bottom feeders
Mm-hmm.
matchup, isn't it? They're both 0-1.
Jason's got good potential there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Really good potential. I'm taking Jason.
I agree.
I'll go Jason.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Sorry, Eric.
Alrighty.
but your team name itself
So the
says it all.
deciders are the first four.
Hey, I gotta tell you guys something.
Yeah.
We did our first live show!
Woo!
Hey!
Nice work, everybody.
Hey! Thanks for
I
watching.
think that worked pretty well.
We're gonna
It did.
stop here in a second once we figure out how to hit the stop button.
Do we have our bye? Do we have our...
We do. I'm just
Okay.
going to ask, leave
We have
comments. This is going to be posted again, so if you didn't see it now, you can see it later.
Yeah, it'll
So,
be up on the
leave
on our
comments.
channel.
Yeah, leave comments with what you liked.
And put
or
in the
didn't
group
like.
text what you hate about your team already.
Yep.
The winner will get a Culver's gift card next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for the live chats. They're fun.
Yep. A lot
Ready?
of fun,
Thanks
guys.
for watching
See you next time.
on Reading Rainbow.
Now I got to figure out how to stop this.